first movie I watched by this director, which I'll talk to you about today, truly made me realise this guy just gets it. David Lynch, rest in peace. The legend was a director that didn't follow the formulaic storytelling structure. Rather a master of amalgamating the mind and the metaphysical world with the objective one. That's sometimes quirky and odd, and at other times dark and terrifying. Mulholland Drive was released in cinemas in 2001. It was directed by David Lynch, starring Naomi Watts, Laura Harring and Justin Theroux. The plot of the movie is about a young actress that travels to Los Angeles to pursue her dream of being a big Hollywood star, but what she finds is an underworld of horror and manipulation. I could talk about many aspects of what makes this a triumph in cinema. It's complex, endlessly rewatchable, it's haunting, cruel and very tragic. Lynch was a genius, and this is, in my opinion, his best movie. Something that stays with you long after the credits roll. There's two things in the movie I wanted to talk about: the Cowboy and Delusion. One scene that really sticks out is the meeting of the Cowboy and Adam. Adam is played by Justin Theroux, and the Cowboy is played by writer-producer Monty Montgomery in his only credited actor role. Adam plays an upcoming movie director. He's a jerk, a typical fake Hollywood persona that's summoned by the inner workings of the Hollywood machine to a meeting with the mysterious Cowboy. The who? Who am I meeting? What is the purpose of this meeting? Nothing is disclosed to me, only a time and a place. From the outset, the meeting feels very off. There's an uneasiness that hangs in the air. After a couple of pleasantries between the two, the Cowboy thanks him for driving all the way up there to meet him on such short notice, which immediately turns sour after what comes out of Adam's mouth next. We really see what's going on. No problem, what's on your mind? To which the Cowboy retorts, well now, there's a man who wants to get right down to it. Kind of anxious to get down to it, are you? Whatever is Adam's response. This is the last person you want to come across. And Adam just pissed him off. With his offhanded, apathetic remark, the Cowboy is frightening because he remains very calm. He holds Adam to account. Your actions have consequences, and you've just been put on notice. The directness of the Cowboy. Did you think about what I said? No, you're not thinking. Quotes like this really make you feel like he's going to snap any moment. The Cowboy brings into question whether Adam is actually listening. And can he be trusted? Being a smart aleck will not be tolerated. It's being unprepared for something we never anticipated would transpire. Struggling to gather oneself and thoughts when placed on the back burner. The absence of critical thought was Adam's biggest mistake. Everything is on the line, and his flippancy is a reflection of his poor attitude. Not just towards the Cowboy, but the way in which he treats others. Things will go smoother if you apply the right attitude. It's one of the moments in the film that is really unsettling. A deadly figure that lurks in the background comes into focus. A corrective measure to put things back into order. This movie, much like his other works, have a very hypnotic, haunting and visceral trance-like quality that sucks you into a world that's strange, unnerving and very distant. Our main protagonist Betty, Naomi Watts' character, is drawn to the allure of Hollywood, a pipe dream thinking that she can become a big Hollywood star. Parallel to Betty's career aspirations is a neo-noir mystery into another character who had a car accident and is now suffering from amnesia. Rita, played by Laura Harring, whom Betty comes across in her Hollywood apartment. Betty is a very naive person and is blindsided by the allure of Hollywood, thinking only good things will happen, never owning up to the possibility of failure. Failure is always around the corner. We just can't see it yet. We think everything will work out, but what if it doesn't? There will always be that reminder. There's an old couple in the film who scare the hell out of me, that represent the death of a dream. They wish you well, but their disgustingly saccharine pleasantries hide their true machinations, tearing down the hope of the younger generation that have ambition but have yet to face the reality and lack the time and years to wisen up to the harsh realities of life. It's incredibly sad that because of one's own shortcomings, regrets and deep-seated guilt, that there are those out there that wish ill on those who wish to rise above something that they never achieved. Betty's in love with the idea of being a big movie star. Keyword being idea. That somehow it will fulfill her character. It's a dangerous idea to have because you are choosing to pursue something that has a high probability of failure. And what can happen is that obsession can turn nasty. An infatuation with something or someone can spiral into a jealous rage when you don't get what you want, a bitterness can emerge, consuming your soul. The last 40 minutes or so of the film is pure Lynch. The first time I saw this, I was like, what just happened? Where are we? I was so absorbed by the strangeness, lucid dream-like narrative, that when it turned, I couldn't believe how abruptly I had been fooled. A truly awful, sad and depressing reality comes into focus that strikes a very sensitive nerve, putting you in a place of such dark isolation that we might not come out of. A forgotten soul left only with thoughts of guilt. In conclusion, Lynch was a master at creating a disorienting, abstract and densely layered story. And Mulholland Drive is definitely in that category of masterpieces. Thanks for listening. Have a good day.